Later, and I'm still sleeping on one side, like you might come back and need the space. 3 months later, still setting 2 alarms, 'cause you used to sleep through mine. Now I wake to empty space and nothing's changed. I tell my friends I'm doing better, they don't need to know I'm lying through my teeth. I've perfected the performance of someone who's moved on, someone underneath. Later, and I'm drowning in the wreckage. 3 months later, every day's the same damn message. 3 months later, I'm not moving forward, just moving in circles. 3 months later, and I'm losing to the hurt still. talking about nothing. Your head on my chest, my fingers through your hair. You said something funny, I can't remember what, but I remember laughing. I remember being there, completely present, completely sure. We made plans for next weekend, talked about the summer like it would never end. You fell asleep mid-sentence, and I stayed awake just watching you. My best friend, my everything. The night before everything changed, we were invincible, we were okay. The night before everything changed, I didn't know to memorize your face. The way you looked in the half-light, the way you held me tight. The night before everything changed, I should have stayed awake. We were to take out from that place you love, watch a movie we'd seen 1,000 times before. You quoted every line I could tend until we annoyed, but I was memorizing the sound of your voice next door. My heartbeat, you said I love you like you always did, casual, easy like it was just a fact. I said it back without thinking twice, and all those would be the last words intact before everything shattered. The night before everything changed, we were invincible, we were okay. The night before everything changed, I didn't know to memorize your face. The way you looked in the half-light, the way you held me tight. The night before everything changed, I should have stayed away. Looking back where the signs are missed, some hesitation in your kiss, some distance I ignored. I wasn't really perfect, I gotta remember it. Am I rewriting history to make a loss hurt more? The night before everything changed, we were infinite, we were enough. The night before everything changed, I didn't know I'd lose you up by tomorrow morning. With identical, you're pulling away and I'm holding too tight. Check, check, still accurate. I don't know who I am without this fight. Copy, paste, repeat, delete. 2 years and I haven't moved an inch. Just replace the same confession. Different stage, same apocalypse. Same crime, same question, same depression. I'm a fucking cliche, unpredictable pain. 2 years wasted just to end up in the same place. I wrote this 2 years ago but never sent it. Thought I would make it irrelevant. I wrote this 2 years ago, but here I am again. Same cycle, different preference. Wrote this 2 years ago, and it still fits perfectly now. How many more times will I write this? How many more times will I run What if I sent it then? What if I broke the pattern? What if 2 years ago I had the courage to shatter this cycle before it repeated? But I didn't, I stayed convinced myself things would change. Now I'm reading my own words like a prophecy I chose to arrange into my harder to stay quiet. By midnight I'll convince myself I'm wrong. By morning I'll pretend this never happened. By January we'll both be playing along with this lie. Since 11:47, 11:40 now. The moment's gone, and I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. It wasn't dramatic, wasn't a fight. You're saying I'm fine in a tone that wasn't right. The way you pulled your hand back when I reached for yours, like touching me had become a chore. You didn't even know. I've been suspicious weeks, maybe months, but suspecting you knowing are different things. There's a moment doubt becomes certainty, when your gut stops asking questions and just sing. This is done. This is done. I kept testing you without telling, saying I love you People ask when did it end, like there's a date I can mark. But it ended in 1,000 tiny moments that accumulated in the dark. Until one day the weight became undeniable. And that day was just a Tuesday. Nothing special, nothing new. You made coffee, I made breakfast. We went through the routine we do. And I knew the first time I knew it was over. I wanted to be wrong so badly. First time I knew it was over. I tried to unknow it, but knowing stays heavy. No going back from that moment. Once you see it, it's permanent. The first time I knew it was over. Everything changed, but nothing moved. The first time I knew was also the last time I believed we could survive Saturday, I wasn't ready for this. Turned the corner and there you were, hand in hand with someone who isn't me. Laughing at something they said. That laugh I thought was ours. My heart stopped in the middle of the street. You looked happy, genuinely, effortlessly happy. The way you used to look with me in the beginning. Before we became complicated. I should've walked away, kept my distance, but I stood there frozen, watching. Will we stay without me? Last week I saw you with someone new. Suddenly 3 months felt permanent. Last week I saw you with someone new. You've already built what we couldn't. I'm still stuck in our ending. You're already in a new beginning. Last week I saw you with someone new, and I realized you're not coming back. They touch your lower back the way I used to. You leaned into them so naturally. Did it take you 3 months to feel that comfortable? Did it happen faster? Because they're not me. Because they're easier to love. I wonder if you told them about me, or if I'm edited out of your history. Just a gap between chapters. A lesson learned but not discussed. Erased, redacted, dust. I wanted to scream, wanted to run over. Make a scene, make you remember. But I just stood there. Last week I saw you with someone new, and suddenly 3 months felt permanent. Last week I saw you with someone new. You've already built what we couldn't. I'm still stuck in our ending. You're already in a new beginning. Last week I saw you with someone new, and I illusions are destroyed. And I'm still writing songs about you while you're living a whole new life through. Last week I saw you with someone new, and I understood you're gone for good. You didn't even see me standing there. You were too busy being happy. Your hand in mine at the state fair. We were invincible, untouchable. Convinced we figured it out. You want me that ridiculous stuff bear. Kissed me on the Ferris wheel while the sun burned out. And I believed in forever. We talked about things, believed in together. Apartments we decorate, inside jokes we collect. The future wasn't scary, it was ours. Every time we made felt fully like we solved the equation nobody else could solve. Every promise we were making, August when we still believed. Nothing could touch what we were creating. August when we still believed in forever, when the future was a road we'd walk together. August, every doubt dissolved in summer weather. We were so sure, we were so sure. August, when everything felt possible, when loving you was easy and natural. August, before we became impossible, we were so sure, we were so sure. Late nights, driving with the windows down, singing off key to the songs that felt like they're written for us. Your apartment floor, talking until the sunrise, making promises we were too young to understand. Believed anyway. I told you I'd never felt this way before. You said you waited your whole life for this. We built a future out of August air and confidence, convinced that feeling this strongly meant we'd survive anything. August when we still believed every obstacle was conquerable. August when we still believed our love was indestructible. August when we still believed in forever, when the future was a road we'd walk together. August, every doubt dissolved in summer weather. We were so sure, we were so sure. August, when everything felt possible, when loving you was easy and natural. August, before we became impossible, we were so sure, we were so sure. If I could go back to August, would I warn us what was coming, or would I let us have that moment untainted by the knowing? Sometimes I think that August version of me had something I've lost, trying to survive. The belief that love was simple, the certainty I'd never felt more alive. August when we still believed in forever, when forever felt like a promise we could keep together. August when the world was ours and nothing felt heavy. We were so sure, God, we were so sure. August when loving was effortless and natural, when I couldn't imagine a future that wasn't ours to control. Yes, before we learned that love isn't always enough, we were so sure.
Conversation 3 months too late. I felt you leaving for weeks before you actually left, and I said nothing. I watched you become distant and I pretended not to notice, because I thought if I didn't acknowledge it, it wouldn't be real.
I should have asked you a change. I should have fought for us instead of accepting the silence. And I should have told you that you're unfine. Sounded like a bar, that your touch felt obligatory, that I was terrified and desperate and willing to do anything. But I didn't say any of that. I let you walk away. If I could rewrite October, I'd call you back that night instead of letting it go to voicemail, 'cause I was tired from work. I put down my phone, I'd actually listen. You were telling me about your day instead of just nodding along half present. I'd apologize for that stupid fight about nothing instead of letting silence fill the space between us for 3 days, waiting for you to break first. I'd swallow my pride, I'd say I was wrong, I'd choose us over me right. The October was the turning point, I see now. All the cracks we could have sealed if I could rewrite October, I'd fight for us instead of fighting you. If I could rewrite October, I'd show up like I promised I would do. I'd ask you what you needed instead of assuming I already knew. If I could rewrite October, we'd still have made it through. I noticed when you stopped texting first instead of enjoying the quiet. I'd ask you why you seemed distant instead of giving you space you didn't want, space that turned into miles between us. I'd come to that party I said was boring. I'd meet your friends, I'd make the effort instead of making you choose between us and them. I'd tell you I was scared of losing you instead of acting like I didn't care. October was the last chance, I understand now. All the moments I let slip through my head. God, it's over. I'd fight for us instead of fighting you. If I could rewrite October, I'd show up like I promised I would do. I'd ask you what you needed instead of assuming I already knew. If I could rewrite October, we'd still have made it through. I'd say I love you more and mean it every time. I put my phone away at dinner. I'd ask about your mom. I'd remember the little things that you said mattered. I'd stop taking you for granted, like you'd always be there. I'd hold you tighter when you pulled away. I'd preserve, pathetic. I know it's unhealthy. I know I should let go, but it's the only part of you I still control. Press play, rewind, repeat. I'm stuck in this loop. Your voice in my ear, like you're still here. Your voicemail still saved on my phone. I can't let go. 7 seconds I'm addicted to. It's all I have of you. I know I'm holding on to nothing, but nothing's all that's left. Your voicemail still sings, still sings, still flings, still bring me. I've upgraded phones 3 times, transferred that file like precious cargo. Like it's worth more than my sanity. My friends say I'm torturing myself. They're right, but I don't care. Sometimes I call just to hear your voice say your name, even though I know you've changed your greeting. Erase me from your voice, from your life, but I still have this 7-second moment when you still love me. The memories I thought I did. Press play, rewind, repeat. Basic routine. Voice haunts me exactly how I need it to. Your voicemail still saved on my phone. I can't move on. 7 seconds I'm addicted to. It's killing me, but I need you. I know I'm holding on to nothing, but nothing's all I've got left. Your voicemail still saved, still says destroying me. What am I supposed to do? Delete the last proof you cared. Erase the only version of you that still wants me there. I know it's over. I know you've moved it on, but if I delete this, then you're really gone. I listen to it before I fall asleep. I listen to it when I see you on LIV. I listen to it when I'm with someone new, comparing their voice to yours, knowing nothing. wasted. 1 month later we were fighting. 2 months later it was over. But that morning, that stupid Baltic morning, we were still possible. Sometimes I wonder if you remember too, or if it's just another forgotten Tuesday for you. Well, I've turned it into something sacred. The last time we were happy, before we became history. I go back to that coffee shop sometimes, hoping it will feel the same. But it just the last good memory preys on the day before everything fractured. The last good memory so bittersweet. I didn't know what would come after. You were laughing in the morning light, and I believed we'd be alright. The last good memory. I wish I thought it was goodbye. I can still see the sun coming through the window, and your hair just right. So when you smiled at me over your coffee cup, that was everything, like you meant forever. And I want to go back, not to fix it, not to change it, just to exist in that moment. One more time, when we were still good, when we were still the last good memory destroys me, because it's all so real. The last good memory haunts me. Everything we used to feel. You were laughing in the morning light. Everything seems so right. The last good memory is the coolest one, 'cause we didn't know it was the last one. A coffee shop morning, when everything was fine. I'd give anything to go back on my I saw your engagement photos yesterday. You looked radiant, genuinely glowing, the way I used to dream you'd look with me. And it hurt, God, it hurt, but underneath the pain was something unexpected. Believe, maybe can go days without thinking of you. It used to terrify me. Now it feels like healing. I hope you're happy, I mean it. Not the bitter way I used to say it. I hope you're happy, I really mean it. Even if it's not with me, I hope they give you everything I couldn't. I hope they love you better than I did. I hope you're happy, and I hope someday I will be too. I'm not going to pretend I'm completely fine, that I've moved on perfectly and you're just history. Some nights I still replay our ending, wonder what I could have done differently. But those nights are rare now, and morning always comes. I'm learning who I am without you. Turns out I'm still here, still whole. More damage maybe, but also stronger. You were such a huge part of my identity, and now I'm rebuilding from the foundation, finding out what's left when you subtract the us. It's been almost a year now. I can hear our song without breaking. They used to seem impossible, now it just feels like a memory. I hope you're happy, I mean it. Not as a lie, I tell myself I hope you're happy, I really mean it. I'm learning to want that for you. I hope they give you the stability I couldn't. I hope they're better at loving than I was. I hope you're happy, and I'm working on my happiness too. Thank you for the good parts. Thank you for the August mornings. Thank you for teaching me what I need to work on. Thank you for leaving when you needed to, even though it destroyed me. I forgive you for the distance, for moving on so quickly, for being with someone new while I was still bleeding. You don't owe me your pain, you don't owe me anything. And I forgive myself too, for the silence, for the cowardice, for all the Octobers I could have saved us, for holding on too long after, for being bitter when I should have been grateful. I hope you're happy, I finally mean it. After all the anger and the grieving, I hope you're happy, God, I really mean it. And I'm getting there too. I'm believing that we can both be okay separately, that ending us wasn't ending me. I hope you're happy, because you deserve to be. We both deserve to be happy. 3 months turned into 6, turned into a year. The timeline doesn't matter anymore. What matters is I'm still here, and so are you. Just not together, and maybe that's how it hurts. Always meant to be.